Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing some lip swatches of the new Urban Decay Vice lipsticks. So I've categorized this video by finish and I'm going to go from light to dark in each finish. So I have exfoliated my lips and I also moisturized them, so let's get started. So the first lipstick that I have on is a sheer shimmer, and this is the only one that I have, and it is called Systemic. Looking at this now, I can't really notice any red shimmer. There's not like big chunks of glitter in it. I actually thought that I wouldn't like this, but it's very comfortable on the lips and I really like the color of it. It's kind of a nice berry purple color, which I really like. So now I'm moving on to the sheer finish lipsticks from Urban Decay. This one that I have on is called Snitch, and on the Sephora website it is described as a pale coral pink, and that is exactly how I would describe this lipstick. From the packaging, I kind of expected it to be a little bit more orangey and a little bit more corally, but on me it's looking very pink. Especially on camera, I find that this is looking a little bit more of a baby pink. I think this is a lot more wearable and it's not as sheer as I thought it would be. It actually is quite pigmented for sheer. This next lip color is called Sheer Anarchy, and this is basically their sheer version of their original Anarchy lipstick. I actually really like this. It is described as being a bright fuchsia. Again, the texture of this is really nice. You don't really feel anything quite gritty or anything. It is all quite nice and smooth. Again, it came on a little bit more brighter and more pigmented than I expected it to be. You definitely do get that bright punch of color, and I think it'd be really nice for spring. Moving on to the cream finishes, this one is called Naked, and I think this is just a reformulation of their other Naked lipstick, and I really like this one. This one is described as a nude pink, and I totally agree. It is so nice, very creamy. I wore this in my last video, which was a Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette swatch video, so you guys should totally check that out. I think this lipstick is so comfortable, it went on like a dream, and I think this color is just really gorgeous. So this next color is called Rapture, and this could be my favorite color so far in this video. I absolutely love it. It is kind of like this berry mauvey color. I think this is the type of color that I would definitely go repurchase. I love the little bit of shine that it has because it is a cream finish. I think this color can be worn all year round. It doesn't really matter what season it is. I love this color. I think it's a really nice dusty mauvey nudie color. I think it would look nice on every single skin tone, and I think it's one to check out. This next color is called ZZ or ZZ, depending on how you pronounce Z's. This is a lot more of a soft purpley pinky color. I thought it would be more of a mauvey color, kind of closer to Rapture, but yeah, this is definitely a lot more pinky purple, a lot more bright than I expected it to be. This definitely isn't a color that I would normally go to on a regular basis, but I think if it was a little bit more sheer, or maybe if I patted onto my lips a little bit better, I think I would like it a bit more. So we're going on more into the bright reds, and this one is called Easy. It is described as a bright red orange. Compared to the other creams that I've tried so far, this one is a little bit more drying, but not by too much. If I didn't know this was a cream, my first impression would probably think it was a comfort matte instead. Again, it was really easy to apply, and I don't think you really need a lip liner with this. I think it is fine just on its own. I think this color is a very Taylor Swift color, so if you were looking for something that is similar to what she wore, then this color might be it. This shade is called Manic, and it is described as being a soft wine. This isn't a color that I would normally go for, but I think it is really nice. It definitely is sort of like a soft wine color. I expected it to be a little bit more brown, but it definitely is a soft wine color. This is definitely a color if you want to go for a dark red lipstick but aren't quite there yet and can't quite do like a really dark lipstick or really bright red lipstick. This is definitely one that you can go for. This next one is called Gash, and it is a really nice true red. It has a little touch of shimmer. I think on Sephora it is described as being a deep red with tonal shimmer. I'm not sure what tonal shimmer means, but it does look really nice on. I think I would describe this color as more of a berry reddy color. It is almost a true red, but it has a slight berry tint to it. Rocksteady is definitely a color that I would go for. On Sephora it is described as a deep wine red, and I think that is just spot on. This is definitely one of the shades that I would pick up. It is really nice and creamy. It goes on like a dream. I think this lipstick just makes my lips just look really, really good. It makes them look really nice and plump and full. Again, this isn't a true red color. I think it is definitely a berry, but it's a little bit more berry than gash. I think this is a really nice, comfortable cream red, so if you guys are looking out for a really nice deep red color, this is the one. This next one is called Jilted, and on Sephora it's described as a deep fuchsia shimmer with blue shift. I can definitely see a little bit of shimmer to it, and it kind of has almost like this duochrome kind of finish to it. It definitely turns a little bit more blue and slightly more silvery. The shade is something that I normally wouldn't go for, but I think it is a nice change for a little bit. This shade is quite unique. It is a really bright fuchsia pinky color, but you can also kind of see a little bit of like a cooler undertone that's slightly more blue and silvery, which I really like. The last cream finish that I have is called Firebird, and it's described as this bright fuchsia. I don't know if I like the shade. It is very, very bright, and I think I like the color, but I don't think I like the little shimmer that it has. Again, it's like the same as Jilted. It has a little bit of a cooler, bluer undertone and has a slight like silvery effect to it. Like I said, I really like how Jilted has that bluey, silvery undertone. But I don't think I like it as much on this color. I think it still is quite a pretty color, but I think it would look better on someone with a tanner or darker complexion than I do. So we are now moving on to the Metallized finishes. Metallized? So the shade that I have on right now is called Gubby, and it's supposed to be a frosted light pink. I expected this pink to be a little bit more corally from the packaging, but it is definitely really, really light. I don't think I can really pull off this color on an everyday basis. I think metal lipsticks and liquid lipsticks are going to be a really, really big trend. So if you guys want to try out this trend, I would highly recommend some of these finishes because they feel really nice. I'm not really a fan of this shade, but we'll go through some of the other ones I have as well. So this is Amulet, which is a metallic brick rose color, and I really, really, really like the shade. I think the metallic finish as well as this shade go perfectly together. This shade kind of reminds me of some of the Kylie Cosmetics metallic liquid lipsticks. Obviously I don't think this is an exact dupe because it's a lipstick and not a liquid lipstick, but if you guys don't want to go through the trouble of getting some of the Kylie lipsticks, then this one is a pretty good comparison. Again, not exact dupes, but along the same lines. Like all of the other lipsticks, this one is just as comfortable. They all pretty much feel the exact same on the lips, which I really like. They're both really creamy. So again, the shade is Amulet, and I would highly suggest checking this one out because it is gorgeous. The shade is called Conspiracy, and it is described as being a plum bronze shimmer, and I totally agree with that. So this is kind of like a brown lipstick with a little bit of a more purpley undertone with a metallic bronzy goldy finish. Again, I think it is similar in concept to the Kylie Cosmetics metal liquid lipsticks. I actually really like this one. This one did come out a little bit patchy on me. I did have to go over it a couple times, but on camera it actually looks quite nice. My lips are kind of red because I'm doing all of these swatches. I actually really do like this lipstick. It's probably one of my favorites that I've tried. I think the color and finish is really unique, so I think it is definitely one to check out in store as well. This next color is called Big Bang, and it is a bright sparkly pink. Now this might be my least favorite Metallized lipstick that I have. Yeah, I'm just not that much of a fan of this. I think this would be a good lipstick topper. If you have another lipstick and you want to put a little bit of pink shimmer on it, then I would go for this one. But on its own, I mean, it's alright, but it's not like my favorite thing in the world. This one applies a little bit more sheer than I would have liked. The other ones that I have just showed you are a little bit more thick and have a little bit more color. I don't think I can pull this one off, but hey, if you're into pink sparkle, this one could be it. As a side note, it is very difficult to take off all the glitter from the Metallized lipsticks. Like, I still have a little bit around here, but I still have a ton more of swatches to get on with. We are now moving on to the Comfort Matte, which I am so excited about. I love a good matte lipstick. This one that I'm wearing now is called Stark Naked. This is described as being a very light nude. I wouldn't normally go for this color, but man, I think I am obsessed with it. I do think it makes my teeth look a little bit yellow, which is kind of what puts me off about it, but I do really like this nude color. I think it is a little bit more on the yellowy orangey side of things, but I still think it is a really nice color. On certain skin tones I think it will look amazing. I was worried that this wouldn't look nice on my skin tone because I am super pale, but I actually quite like it. When I first applied this I thought it was going to be slightly streaky, but it actually turned out okay now that it's starting to settle into my lips a little bit better. I think this is a really nice soft nude, so if you're looking for one that feels super comfortable. This next lipstick that I have is called Back Talk, and it's a light pinky nude color. This is more up my alley. This kind of reminds me of MAC's Cream Cup, but a little bit more on the purpley mauvey side, and again, I really like it. I think it is just perfect for every single day. The texture of these matte lipsticks kind of feel a lot more like whipped and airy and a little bit more like soft. Definitely dries down a little bit, obviously, to a matte, and I actually really like these. These kind of remind me of the texture of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. You know, after you put them on and you kind of purse your lips a little bit, that's kind of what this feels like, but slightly more heavy than that. It kind of has like the souffle kind of texture to it, I guess you can say. This one is called Menace, and it is a really nice matte bright pink. I really like this color. It is so pigmented. You really don't need that much to get full coverage. It is a really nice, comfortable fuchsia pink. If you guys are looking for a really bright pink, then I would suggest this one. I haven't really seen that many bright pink matte lipsticks, and I really like this one. Again, I think this is one of those colors that would look good on literally everyone. It is just a really nice overall color. Psycho is described as a bright rose with iridescent blue micro sparkle, and I can definitely see the sparkle. I was a little confused when I was putting this on. I was like, why is there a little bit sparkle in this matte lip color? I was like, I do really like the color. I'm not sure about the sparkle in a matte lipstick. Like when I want a matte lipstick, I want a matte lipstick. I don't think this lipstick is my cup of tea per se, but I think if this is your kind of vibe, then go for it. This lipstick just doesn't match me. This shade is called Disturbed, and it's described as a dark brick red, and I totally agree. I really like this shade. I think it would be really nice in autumn. I did find it a little bit patchy and a little bit streaky when I was putting it on, so I definitely recommend using a lip liner with this one. I think it's these type of dark red matte lipsticks where you really need to go in with concealer around the edges just to clean everything up. Concealer and lip liner are something very important if you get disturbed. The very last comfort matte that I have is called Blackmail, and it is described as a deep berry wine. Again, very patchy on me. It took me quite a long time to get it to this opacity. When I was applying this and touching this up with a brush, I felt like I was kind of taking off some of the product as well as I go in the opposite direction. So that is something to note about this lipstick. I do really like the color of this. If you guys are looking for a really good matte lipstick, then I would suggest checking out these comfort mattes because they are really comfortable. And finally, moving on to the very last finish, which is called Mega Matte. The shade that I'm wearing right now is 714. This shade is just a really nice classic bright red shade that is completely matte. I actually had this lipstick already from the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay release, so I am very excited that they put it out as a Mega Matte. I really like the finish of these lipsticks, but they do transfer just a little bit, so just keep that in mind. I think they suit a ton of people, and I think a lot of people will really like this shade. I will be comparing these lipsticks later on to the MAC Retro Matte lipsticks, so that is something to keep your eye out for. And the very last lipstick of this video is one that I've really wanted to try for a very long time. As soon as I saw it on Ruby Rose, I was like, damn, I need that. This is the Mega Matte lipstick in the shade Pandemonium. It is just this amazing purple color. I am so obsessed with this. When I put it on, it came on a little bit patchy. As you can see, it is the tiniest bit patchy on the inner portion of my lip, but honestly, I don't mind. I have the same lipstick as Ruby Rose, so. This is just a really nice, fun shade to pull out every now and again. This is actually one of my favorite colors that I've tried on in this whole video. It is literally so nice. I just love how unique this color is, and I don't have that many purple lipsticks. I probably have one that is the Ariana Grande MAC collaboration, and now this one, and I think I'm obsessed with it. I know a lot of people don't really think that they can pull off a color as bright or as out there as this one, but honestly, I think I'd get a lot of use out of this lipstick. I just think it is so fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys liked it, give it a little thumbs up as well as a comment down below. If you guys want to see me make more of these, then please do let me know. I am really happy with all of the shades that I got, and I definitely would repurchase some of them. I think some of my favorites are Naked, Rapture, Amulet, Conspiracy, Backtalk 714 obviously, and this one, Pandemonium. There's so many lipstick shades now to choose from that you are bound to find one that is perfect for you. So I hope this video was helpful if you are looking to find the perfect lipstick for you. But I think that is it for me today, guys, and I will see you next time.